Hi, it's Lauren from the Napa County Seed Library. We have another episode of our Easy Seed Saving series, this time focused on dill. I love everything about this plant. Its shape, its color, its fragrance, its growth habit. So let's get started saving this easy seed.
Can you see me back here? How about now? It's Lauren. I'm from the Napa County Seed Library, and it's a perfect day to start harvesting my dill. So, as part of our Easy Seed Saving series, I wanted to show you just how easy it is to harvest this beautiful, tasty, multi-versatile plant so that you can save the seeds and even use the seeds in your cooking. So earlier, I was showing you how the different flowering parts of this dill were at different stages. And now many more of these umbels, dill is Anethum graveolens, and it's part of the celery family. They make these beautiful umbel-shaped flowers, umbel like umbrella. And several of these stems are ready for me to harvest. The way you can tell is that the seeds are starting to form. You can start to recognize the shape of these seeds. They're oval, and they're starting to turn brown. They have that characteristic light brown edge around the oval. So some of these stems, like this one, I'm going to select, snip off, and put into a bag. I love these mesh bags for collection a lot because it's going to provide me a lot of airflow so that the seeds can continue to dry in the bag. I can also see what's going on with the seeds as they dry. I can detect if there's any bugs in there or rocks or something else I should just be getting rid of. It's just easy for me to peer right through the bag. It's transparent and see what's going on with the seeds. If you don't have one of these, no problem. You can put it in a paper bag. A paper bag works equally well. It's going to still allow some air to come through. You want it in cool, dark, dry conditions with a little bit of airflow so that it can continue to dry. The only thing is you're going to have to open up that bag with this tiny seed, and sometimes those seeds get caught in the flaps underneath the bag. So I'm going to choose my mesh bag, my favorite, and begin by simply... The seeds here are still pretty intact on top of the flower. I can't really pull them off with a gentle tugging motion, but they're brown and they're ready. Even their stems are brown. So I'm going to take my clippers and just cut the stem at its base, invert the flower umbel with the seeds on it now maturing, and stick it in my bag. If any of the seeds fall off, that's great. I'll self-seed this particular garden raised bed that I have with them. And I'm just going to continue to do that with the different flower heads that are showing that they have seeds ready to pull. Hopefully you can see that. It's so gorgeous. It's like, I don't know, reminds me kind of a carousel. You can really smell the pungent, fragrant dill aroma in this plant. And that's what I really love. This one I accidentally pulled off, still developing seeds. So I'm not going to save that one. They're not fully mature and now they're off the plant. So that one's going to have to go in the compost. But this was what I was after. Anyhow, this useful plant, you can eat its leaves. It's past that time now for leaves. You can eat and use its seeds in your cooking. And you can save these seeds so easily to have them next time in your garden. So I'm going to continue to do this. And then we'll go over to a table where I'll try to rub some off of one of these flower umbels to see if they'll come off. It may take some time more until these can fully come off the stem. Don't be afraid to leave the rest of the maturing ones on there. They'll continue to do so as long as the plant is living. They'll even self-seed right here in this bed, which I don't mind at all because it did quite well. Maybe 2 more. This is a lot of dill seed. Perfect. I'm happy with that. It's quite a haul, actually. Aside from this plant, I have another dill plant that's a bit younger in its development that I want to show you. The umbels are starting to form, and these seeds are starting to take shape, but they're much, much greener. See, am I getting the right umbel there? Yeah, these seeds are much greener, even though they're not showing any flowers anymore. Okay, so here's my bag of dill seed. And I'm going to find out if any of the seed is ready to come off. Oh no! Oh, my cute little ladybug. Ladybugs were all over this plant. So it's also a really good plant for pollinators. She'll get back to where she needs to get going. I think not any of these are quite yet ready. You see this? For the dill seeds to come off. So they're going to need to continue to dry, and that's okay. We've got a nice place that's well ventilated, up high, and cool, not too hot. Warm is okay. Cool to warm, well ventilated place out of direct sunlight for these to dry. And then all I'm going to do is simply, I guess I can demonstrate, even though it's not going to happen here, rub the head of this flower umbel. A couple of seeds are coming off, but not as many as would if they were completely dry. You kind of, those wild carrot that you see on the highway, and they start to shrivel up and put their umbels like this. I think by the time that this gets to be that dry, these seeds will easily come off. Right now, there's just a couple of them coming off on this plate. No worries. The seed is fully mature. It's going to go in this bag. It's going to hang up. I'm going to create a label for it, indicating the name, the date of harvest, month and year are fine, year is essential, me, the seed saver, that it was grown here in Napa, California. The original seed source was a packet that I grew from the Free Seed Project. So thanks a lot, Rob Greenfield and the Live Like Ellie Foundation for those seeds. Those seeds came from Johnny's Seed Company. What else does it need? I'll include the scientific name, Anethum graveolens. That's totally optional. And the notes that basically this plant was lovely to eat. The leaves were delicious, very potent, more than I'd ever had getting this kind of herb out of the store. And I'm really excited to use the seeds in cooking as well. Of course, I'll save the seeds, and then when they're all packaged up and ready, I'm going to put them in a jar like this, old spice jar, with a desiccant packet in it for long-term storage. So that's it. That's how to save dill seed. You'll notice that seed saving is a process. You're going to be noticing when the plant becomes mature and starts to produce flowers and seeds. And then when the seeds are at a stage dry enough for you to harvest. Further, you're going to cure them a little bit more in a cool, dark, and dry place. That's the stage where I am now with these seeds. Later on, you're going to harvest them. You're going to store them in a long-term storage container, and then you're going to enjoy them for seasons to come. I hope you like this special edition of Easy Seed Saving on how to save dill seeds. Bye.